All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It's time to do a final review on the Jack Wolf Knives Sharpshooter Jack. And, you know, these are going to drop very soon. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, say hello to these guys, Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man, Log, and TV. And let's get started right here on the KnivesFAST channel. Logo's kind of hidden, but there's one back there. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. So this knife was sent to me by Ben Belkin of Jack Wolf Knives. Now, you guys know Ben has been working to get these to market and a bunch of knives for a long time. Had prototypes made, and then that manufacturer didn't work out, so he had to go back. These are made in China by an unknown OEM, but he's going to be pumping out different patterns one time a month is the plan. So, guys, what you see here is everything that this guy comes with. It comes with this amazing foil printed box with the story of, you know, why the company's called Jack Wolf and his grandfather and everything else. This is the Sharpshooter Jack green canvas micarta, and you know, there you go. It comes with this really cool leather sheath, which it fits in really nice and tight, slips in your pocket really well, comes out really well. Comes with this cloth, a pog here, Sharpshooter Jack pog. And on the other side, you have got the awesome artwork of Jack Wolf as a sharpshooter there. Jack Wolf is his character, the sticker, and then you get this awesome Tiffany artwork here, Sharpshooter Jack, there you go. And this is a collector's item, because if he'll come out with a run. When these are gone, they're gone. And if he comes out with another set of Sharpshooter Jack, there'll be new artwork is the plan. So again, OD green or olive drab green micarta, onlaid or inlaid into titanium slabs here, which is really, really cool. So you're, you know, really good titanium, and with this gray here with flutes on the bolsters, very, very cool. So fluted bolsters. The scales are screwed on. You do have a screwed in pivot. Then the way, guys, the reason that so many of us are excited about these is just how they feel and how they're put together. Now, you know how slip joints are done. They're pinned together. They're done by hand. Well, there's no difference in this particular one. Basically, all this is fitted together and then milled down after the fact to give you this great inline. I mean, there are no gaps. Just everything is finished so well. Contoured scales, of course, just so nice. I didn't really talk a lot in the unboxing video, but man, this micarta is great. It just feels so good, and it looks so good, nice and textured enough to give you a really good grip. Now, when you open it up, nice and clean down in there. Sometimes you'll get a slip joint and it'll look a little bit gunky down in there. Really, really nice. You do have the back spring comes all the way down. Just look at the finishing on that and the top of the blade. It's all done so smoothly as one piece handwork. Now, speaking of handwork, this grind is a hand done hollow grind, and a lot of times I worry about hollow grinds showing up on camera. There's no problem showing you guys this hollow grind. This hollow grind is sick. Just got through stropping this one up. Still nice and sharp from the factory edge. I have not resharpened it. You do have a really good wow, sharpening choil. Wow. On the blade here, we have M390, which is the blade steel, and Jack Wolf. All that done in his font that he uses. Very, very cool. And again, the screws are down under. Very, very nicely done. But look at the thickness of the titanium, guys. Just really good. So, feels so good in the hand. Now, the other thing is, a lot of people had talked at Blade Show about this notch of basically, by the way, I forgot to say, the pattern of this is the gun stock pattern. It's a very traditional pattern made to look like a gun stock, obviously. And so the good thing about this is 2 fingers kind of go in that in part, 2 fingers go here, and it just feels great in the hand. Now, you can get your thumb out here, guys, and you can have a little support. Sorry, my skin is all dried up here, but you can get your thumb out here and not feel like it's going to close on you. Now, you don't want to put undue pressure because it is a slip joint. It's not locked, but, you know, you can get out here and you can do these kind of cuts. No problem whatsoever. Great walk and talk. We'll talk about that. You do have a crescent nail nick on the right side here. Yeah, I would call that, yeah. Anyway, on this side for right-hand users is what I'm trying to say. Really, really good. Well done there with that nail nick. The swedging of this clip point blade is ridiculous looking. Just an awesome. Look at that. The satin finish on that grind. Just super, super beautiful. Now, walk and talk wise, I would call this a 7 to a 7.5. Very nice firm pull. Nice noises, obviously. I mean, the half stop is so well done. For those of you that like to see it, here is the spring moving. I mean, just done so well. You can see the end of the blade there. I love the way everything is finished and done. Of course, perfectly dead centered there. Awesome. All right, before we do a couple of things, I'm going to set this beauty here. Let's open it up halfway, and then we're going to talk about some specs. Now, these are going to be available on April 15th. Now, I don't know when you're watching this video, obviously, but I'm going to post this probably a couple days before, or who knows. But anyway, sometime just before they drop. And, April 15th is when they drop. There is a limited number. There are a bunch of dealers that will have these. They will all be the same price, no matter where you buy them, is what Ben has said. And that is pretty cool. So get them where you want to. Now, they'll also be available on the Jack Wolf site. By the way, the artist that drew this is Sean Tiffany, who is a former, or I don't know, he's been a Marvel artist, is what I'm trying to say. So, again, gun stock pattern, olive drab, green micarta, integral bolsters and liners. So the liners are that 6A, 6AL/4B bead blasted titanium. Again, like I said, nice thick slabs of titanium. I just love that. Polished titanium Torx for the hardware. The blade steel is Bowler M390. Closed is 3.74. The blade length is 2.93. The cutting edge is 2.6. The blade stock is 0.12. Very, very thin. I really dig it. And by the way, if you think this is thin, look how it comes down at the tip with that grind. And the weight is just 2.5, and these are made in China. So let's clear a few things off here. I'm going to put this guy here. I'm going to pull this tray off. We'll leave the box back here, and we'll leave the artwork back here. And we're going to do a couple of comparisons. So here is the Jack Wolf, and the Jack Wolf Sharpshooter Jack. Now, a lot of you know the Rough Rider denim micarta work knife, or the micarta work knife. Very similar size-wise. Again, this guy's thicker. Obviously, the Jack Wolf is a much thinner knife as far as the handle. But you can see lengthwise they're very similar for those of you that know that knife. There is also here my GEC 49, the Liberty knife, for comparison. Now, it is a much smaller knife, as you can see, but it's a good one for those of you that know a little bit about that particular knife. Let me tilt down just a bit here, see if that helps. All right, and then we'll put that one away. I love my 49, by the way. And then 2 Finches I thought would be helpful because, again, modern traditionals. There is the 1929, and the Jack Wolf is just slightly longer in the handle and the blade than that one. And you know what? I'm gonna do a little sandwich here. All right, so there we go. And then we're gonna do the Finch Holiday. So the Finch Holiday is just slightly longer in both the handle and the blade than the Jack Wolf Sharpshooter Jack. So there you go. There are some comparisons for you I thought would be very, very helpful. Now, this guy, I cut some paper with it in my unboxing. I've been cutting cardboard with it. I just cut a cardboard tube just a moment ago, but I thought it would be interesting because a lot of people like to use slip joints for food prep, food cutting. So I thought it'd be interesting. Now, again, this is M390, so it shouldn't, it shouldn't patina. This is a very much so a, what's the word I'm looking for here? A stainless. Wow. Couldn't get the word out of my mouth. A stainless blade. But again, look at what I was saying, guys. So super thin on that grind that this, I am not, look, I'm not going to put pressure with any, I'm just going to drop it, okay? Just super, super thin. So there's not a lot of resistance going down in these cuts. There's just not. It's a very, very easy cut. Now, obviously getting through the skin, there's a little pop there. But as you go down, very, very much so a thin, slicey grind. So again, it'll be great for like if you want to cut cheese, for cheese and crackers, or if you want to cut something like this. It's just a great everyday knife. Cutting open boxes, packages. Let me get this cleaned up now. If you want to cut open boxes, packages, whatever it is you have to do, this guy's going to do it. Now, of course, you're not going to want to take this out, as your main feather sticking camping knife, whatever it is. But, it's just like your dad. Your dad had, or your grandfather had a slip joint knife, and they did just about everything they needed to do in a given day with it. Now, they probably had a fixed blade when they went camping or did any of those kinds of things. But there you go. Now, let's go through. By the way, I'm going to eat a piece of apple here. Hold on. All right. Ooh, that's good. All right, I'm weird. So what I wanted to say is these are dropping on April the 15th, 2022. If you're watching this after the fact, be looking, though, because he's going to be releasing more and more and more models as time goes by. But this particular one, the Gunstock Jack, the very first Jack Wolf knives release, will be released on April the 15th. And boy, I cannot remember the time off the top of my head. I believe it's 11 a.m. Eastern, if I remember correctly, but I'll put it go look in the description. I will have it in the description. But again, such a great handmade knife, guys. Look at, they'll be at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Traditional Pocket Knives. There is a whole list of dealers that Ben has put out both. And by the way, I'll give his website and I'll give his Instagram. He has put out multiple pieces of information about where these will be available. So be looking for that. Again, they will run, sorry, I shouldn't have eaten that piece of apple. They will run $275, which I don't think is unreasonable at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's warranted for everything you get. The slip, which I've now pulled off to the side, the slip, the cloth, the pog, the sticker, the box, the collectible tube. And by the way, just the slip, guys, think about this. How many traditional knife makers are selling slip joints with a leather slip, a very nicely done leather slip? So there you go. You don't have to go get one made because you have one in the package right away. So there you go, guys. This will be going to JB Big Red EDC next. You may even see it with him before you see this video. But anyway, this is the Jack Wolf knife, Sharpshooter Jack. Check it out. I'll leave the information in the description. And guys, thanks so much for watching. And give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.